we're putting the most clowned on dude in Invincible to a beloved anime, Jujutsu Kaisen, in which we will take the most threatening people in Jujutsu Kaisen that can actually harm the immortal. Well, in JJK, that might be everyone. We'll basically use every character as well as the strongest of them all, the glorious king.
You hear me? Hit the rollie, start with the rollie on.
We'll use both show and comic and manga feeds. We'll scale Mortal a bit and then talk about how he'll fare against JJK, because we try to make a gauntlet to see how far he can make it, and it was just like buns. So if Immortal wants to win, he's gonna have to be.
The ceiling of Immortal strength is in season 2 when Mark says he's stronger and faster than him, and he just sits there and agrees. And Immortal also got toyed with by a supposed weaker version of Mark, and he lost too. So Immortal isn't Mark level or even near it. So let's take a look at what Unk can do. The most noticeable thing is when he made Omni-Man bleed, and which a giant laser beam that decimated the land around it only gave him a nosebleed. And also Omni-Man flying through an entire civilization and multiple buildings literally does not phase him. So Immortal bare minimum is probably city level or maybe small city level. So now we're gonna highball Immortal. So Space Racer, Mark, Omni-Man, Thetis successfully destroyed the planet Viltrum, so that would make Nolan like 1/4 planetary, and he looks unfazed. Now Immortal made Omni-Man bleed, but ramming through a planet didn't. Boom! Immortal is now 1/4 planetary. But before you click off because you actually read the comic, I know what Thetis said, alright? If they were to hit the planet without Space Racer's gun, they would have died on impact. Okay, I get it. But for the sake of this video, let's just say he's 1/4 planetary. Come on, guys. And we'll do a scenario where bro isn't 1/4 planetary and where he is 1/4 planetary. We cool with that? Alright, good. So now let's look at his speed, which is actually pretty easy because when he was flying the Omni-Man, he was actually going Mach 3, which that's basically 3 times faster than the speed of sound. Skip forward a bit and we see Cecil calling Mark to deal with Alan again. Immortal dips and goes to Alan immediately and actually makes it there before Mark, which is not like too impressive because we know Mark was probably not going at full speed and Immortal did get a head start, but still. So we're gonna use around 11 seconds because that's how long it took for him to get there. Obviously, that's not like an accurate window, but we'll eyeballing him right now. And assuming that they're in the exosphere at the time Immortal got there, and using these 3 pictures to get an idea of how far the exosphere is, we'll just use a rough estimate of 625 miles or like 1,000 kilometers. So we get Immortal is moving at 204,545 miles per hour, which is approximately rounding up 267 times the speed of sound. That's a pretty insane jump from Mach 3, but we got to give Unk, you know, his high balls and low balls here. And for his abilities, I mean, super strength, he can fly, he's immortal if you connect his body back together. So basically JJK's win con is basically if they cut his body in half, cut his head in half, all that good stuff.
Now for JJK characters. We'll use top tier characters or characters with great abilities like Mahito's Transfiguration, Yuji being able to attack your soul, Sukuna's Cleave, Dismantle, and Wood Cutting Slash, Yuki's Black Hole, Akari's Domain, and of course Gojo's Everything. Now since we are equalizing the verse, that means Immortal can see and hurt curses unless they have a hack allowing them not to be hurt. There are a lot of strong things that these sorcerers are able to accomplish, like Jogo's Meteor that destroyed part of a city, Sukuna's Fuga and Domain Expansion, which just decimates part of the city. So it's safe to say that people who are near or on Jogo's level can decimate like a town, and the people that are near, like really near Sukuna's level, are maybe able to like destroy a city. Hope you are cool with that. Now the speed of JJK should be around the speed of sound or faster due to Choso and his piercing blood, which is stated to reach the speeds of sound. If Yuji can dodge, basically almost every character that is near Yuji in scaling at the end of the manga should be Mach speeds or higher. We can say that JJK is light speed, but we really don't believe that due to Sukuna, who's supposedly light speed because of Kashimo's electromagnetic waves, but he can't react to a 0.2 second clap. Yes, we know bro is tired, but a light reaction speed should not have any trouble reacting to 0.2 seconds. Yes, it's instant teleportation, but as soon as he claps, you should know and see an attack coming, because it's not like Toto is clapping at light speeds. But if we do use that, then Yuji, Toto, and Sukuna can react to light speed attacks. We can also get Kenjaku and Yuta to light speed reactions, as Kenjaku reacted to Yuki's black hole even though she told him about it, giving him more time to react.
Is he stupid?
No light can escape a black hole, meaning Kenjaku's reaction or his speed is faster than light. And then he got blitzed by Yuta after fighting Takaba, meaning Yuta can also move faster than light. Of course, you can make arguments saying Yuta snuck up on him and Takaba tired him out, but let's just stay on the high end. These characters have light speed reactions. Now for hacks and abilities. This is where it could get dangerous, as half of all the characters have durability negation. Not that Immortal has much durability in the first place, but still. Durability negation is basically attacking your insides and ignoring your durability. Yuji has it, Sukuna's World Cutting Slash has it. This could be very bad for the Immortal, as he also has to worry about domain expansions as well. Yuji will have a guaranteed soul dismantle hit, Gojo freezes you in place, Mahito has even more hands wanting to touch you, and Sukuna, which just cuts you a lot. All they need is one hit and Immortal could be badly injured. And if things seem to be getting dire for JJK, Yuki could always pop out a black hole and kill everyone. For the durability, they are definitely higher than a building, as we see Yuji get blasted through one and be fine as early as season 1. They can also use the reverse curse technique to heal themselves as well.
Okay, so real quick, I don't want to waste your guys' time too much, but if you're liking the video, it would be much appreciated if y'all, liked and subscribe. As some of you already know, these videos do take time, but of course you guys don't have to. But if you're enjoying, why not, right? Just hit the subscribe button, like button, be much appreciated. Back to the video.
So if Sukuna truly is Lightspeed, Immortal is really going to struggle against him, as Sukuna has woodcutting slash, dismantle, and cleave. He also has his domain, which combines both cleave and dismantle. The worst part is he also has Maharaga, but Immortal will probably one-shot Maharaga. And if he doesn't, well, Immortal might have a bad time. The only thing saving Immortal is his 1/4 planetary strength against everyone. Let's assume the Immortal can see curses. Mahito will be safe and can clap Immortal by exploding his body. Immortal isn't touching Gojo, so he loses that one too, as Gojo has something that can just delete your body. So it all comes down to reaction time. And if almost everyone in JJK has Lightspeed reaction time, then Immortal will probably get backed up. He loses really badly to like 5 people having a durability negation attack. So let's just put it like this. If we use bare minimum JJK and we take away Immortal's 1/4 planetary and that 11 seconds to Alan, he'll struggle and possibly lose, as we've seen that basically every high tier character in JJK can react to Choso's piercing blood, which is stated that it can reach up to the speed of sound. Not even a full powered Sukuna was able to decimate a city with ease, and the same goes for Jogo as well, being able to just turn a small part of the city into ash. We're not gonna count Gojo causing an earthquake as he became unleashed, just because, all he did was leave. It's not like Yujiro when he punched the ground, but if you want to say that Gojo's raw curse energy that caused the earthquake, then sure. When Choso was firing piercing blood at Sukuna, Sukuna just blitzed Choso. So Sukuna and everyone else that rivals his speed is probably much faster than sound. So now let's talk about the Immortal flying to Alan feat. Is blitzing sound faster than flying to Alan? Most likely not, as that was roughly 266 to 267 times faster than the speed of sound. And we would say that Sukuna blitzing would maybe be like 10 or more times faster than piercing blood. If we were to highball, he'll have a much better chance with his 1/4 planetary strength. JJK has a lot of hacks that also bypass Immortal's durability, like world cutting slash,
Yuji soul dismantle,
transfiguration, hollow purple, and we're not even including the goat Takaba and Higurama's domain. The only thing that can save Immortal is him probably throwing everybody into space. So what if Immortal got caught in a domain? Of course domain expansion only works on people that have cursed energy, but basically everyone has cursed energy, even if it's only a slight amount. The only people without a lick of cursed energy would be Maki or Toji. If Immortal gets caught in a domain by Sukuna, maybe he can break out, but if he gets caught by Gojo's domain, he's cooked. Higurama's domain would probably allow him to find Immortal guilty of something and possibly kill Immortal, but Immortal will probably be faster than Higurama.
So the only thing Yuki is actually useful for is the black hole, but everyone will lose if she does that. So Immortal's dead and everyone's dead, so it's a tie. For Hikari, if he hits his jackpot and he just stands there taking back shots from Immortal, Immortal could just throw him into space, or he could just one-shot him. There's also 0.2 second domains, but Immortal will probably blitz everyone if we cap JJK off at Mach 10. But a crazy scenario that could happen is Immortal goes for Gojo first, gets basically slowed down and frozen, and then they just jump him with their hacks. For Immortal to actually win, we have to highball him and make him throw Mahito into space and hope Gojo dies of old age, because Immortal is, well, immortal. So that's a scenario. He just kills everyone he can and then just hides somewhere, wait for a badillion years, and then, everyone's dead. So yeah, Immortal can beat JJK or most, but he'll have extreme difficulties. If he's bloodlusted, maybe he can try to speed blitz them and using his winked up strength and faster speeds. And if we don't use light speed scaling for JJK's reactions, yeah, Immortal stomps bad, but only for a few characters, of course. Or if we're not highballing him and not scaling him to the highest we think he caps at, he could probably still beat most of them, even with his city level strength, but he'll definitely have to earn the fight because they have so many hacks. If Immortal hit by any of these hacks that have durability negation, he's gonna get knocked down or stunned or just dead. But if we do use light reactions, that could be a huge problem. Like we said, high tier characters like Yuji, Mahito, Gojo, all that mess just ignores durability and probably could kill him. And here's another scenario: if Yuto or Inumaki goes don't move and Immortal freezes, he's cooked. He's absolutely cooked. He's not touching high tier characters in JJK unless they can't move their bodies fast enough to dodge Immortal. But if they have light speed reactions, it really wouldn't make sense if they couldn't. There's also this argument that we were discussing about Sukuna focusing on Itadori more than Todo, which, you know, made him less likely to react to Todo's clap. But I mean, the clap is 0.02 seconds, so like 50 claps a second. A light speed reaction time should have no problem reacting and perceiving a 0.02 second clap, bro. So to sum it all up, these are the ways Immortal could lose: Gojo's domain, Mahito's touch, Yuki's black hole, Yuji's soul dismantle, Sukuna's world cutting slash, and possibly other slashes, Higuruma's domain if he actually gets it off, Gojo's purple, his infinity, and maybe Yuji's domain too. And Immortal would probably take this fight mid to extreme difficulty depending on your interpretation of these scenarios and just, you know, your own interpretations. If we don't give JJK light speed, then, you know, Immortal has a higher chance of winning, and if we do, it shrinks by a lot. His probability of winning is very small now. I mean, we're not saying JJK even like loses that bad. Like, it could really go either way, and that's crazy. Oh, and we forgot to mention Nobara. Let's say a piece of hair falls from Immortal's head. Boom, he's cooked. He's cooked. No, Nobara's gonna cook him. At the end of the day, it's all fiction. No need to get too upset, and if we got something wrong, please let us know.